Viewers, look at the scenes on your screens. What unfolded inside Parliament and outside today was not dissent. It was not debate. It was, viewers, as the lines on top of your screen suggest, disorder by design, disruption by design. As the Prime Minister rose to speak on the motion of thanks, viewers, as he was supposed to enter the House, he turned away, viewers. Before entering the House, he turned away because, viewers, what was confronting him was an unprecedented situation. The well of the House turned into a theatre of chaos. The target was clear: derail the Prime Minister's speech, disrupt the House, and dominate the moment through intimidation rather than argument. Congress MPs didn't just shout slogans, they physically crowded the Prime Minister's seat, blocked the aisle he was meant to walk down, and refused to relent even after repeated appeals from ministers and the chair. Yes, viewers, complete bedlam in the House. I'll give you the sequence of events. Congress MPs stood near the Prime Minister's chair in the Lok Sabha. Women MPs obstructed the aisle that Prime Minister would have walked down. Union Ministers Vaishnav and others tried to reason with the opposition MPs, said that, look, at least let the Prime Minister come in, speak, lay out his case, and then you can interrogate him. That is democratic discourse. PP Chaudhary called as officiating speaker, but opposition did not relent. With all efforts going to vain, the House was then adjourned. Outside Parliament, viewers, and I'll show you those pictures, you'll be shocked. Outside Parliament, look at the middle of your screens. The scene spilled beyond disruption into personal confrontation. Union Minister Ravneet Bittu refused to shake hands with Rahul Gandhi because Rahul Gandhi, viewers, called him a traitor. Mr. Bittu made a joke. He said all these people who are gathered at the Makkad Dwar on the steps of Parliament look as if they won a big victory in Kargil. Rahul Gandhi took it so personally. He said this man is an enemy of the state, Desh ke dushman. And he said this is the same person who served me for many years and now has become a turncoat. All of this triggered, viewers, a bitter exchange of accusations, traitor versus enemy of the nation. Listen in. I'll just put the nat up on those pictures. Listen to this exchange. We've annotated it for you. Let's go. Let's play it out.
Thank you. The thing is, here is a traitor walking right by. Take a look at the face. That's what it looks like. Hello, brother. My traitor friend. Surrender. Don't worry, you'll come back. Surrender.
Don't worry, you will come back. This is a man who left the party. Viewers, in a democracy, even that is a choice, which party you want to align with. You're not sworn to a party. You might be sworn to a point of view. The error is in compromising on your ideology, not changing sides. But Rahul Gandhi believes, viewers, that he owns people, obviously, clearly, from that exchange. Mr. Bittu only joked in jest. He didn't call Rahul Gandhi any names. He didn't insinuate that he was some sort of a traitor. But Rahul Gandhi, viewers, appears to have decided to shame Mr. Ravneet Bittu because he was exercising his choice. The opposition insists it wants Rahul Gandhi to read selectively from a former army chief's memoir. It is fixated on that. And to bring out, viewers, the damage that can be done to reputations, etc. Today, one of the MPs of the BJP decided to come into the House with a book on Bofors scandal, and he started reading it. Clearly, the Congress got triggered, viewers, and they began to disrupt the House to the point, viewers, where the House stopped functioning. And it set the stage for all that we saw. The government insists on one basic democratic principle. Let the Prime Minister speak. What opposition wants is to allow Rahul to read from an ex-army chief's memoir that is not even published. The government simply says, let's resume the motion of thanks in Parliament. But for viewers, bringing in a published book where the authors are on record and are open to question. The Congress wants the suspension of BJP MP Nishikant Dubey and terminate membership. The government says Prime Minister must be allowed to deliver an address. At least do that. We can deal with the rest later. The clash of priorities, viewers, tells its own story. When Parliament is held hostage, when debate is strangled, and when intimidation substitutes accountability, a red line is crossed. Tonight, the big question India must ask is simple but stark. Is the opposition defending democracy or dragging mobocracy into the House? Fundamental question. I want to open this up, viewers, because there is no point in being partisan here. If we are partisan, if we are selective, if we decide tonight to begin by apportioning guilt, we will be doing democracy of this country a disservice. We will be doing parliamentary practice a disservice. We will be doing Parliament a disservice. Parliament is the only forum in this country where the public gets to speak via its representatives. If that is turned into a space for bedlam, there's a problem. I want to first begin by expressing both my concern and a degree of commiserations for the Poonawalla brothers who join us, Shehzad and Tehseen, whose mother has suffered a terrible tragedy. Luckily, she is recuperating in hospital after having broken her pelvic bone because someone decided, whether by design or by viewers' default, to knock her down by their car. So on that somber note, I really want to start this debate because we're also speaking about the cradle of our democracy, literally, symbolically, the place where democracy was birthed. So Shehzad Poonawalla, I want you to first tell me, why is it that the government believes that today mobocracy has entered Parliament? Why would you say that?
See, right from inside Parliament to the stairs of Parliament, what have you seen? Sena ka apman, the manner in which unverified things are being quoted, the manner in which they have doubted Operation Sindoor, then Sansad ka apman, the manner in which rules of Sansad were broken by Rahul Gandhi, then Speaker ka apman, saying that Speaker is Yar. And by the way, at that point of time, the Speaker who was chairing the session was from the SC community, to throw the papers on his face, to dance in the table in front of him and to demean his position, and then to the Sikho ka apman. The last part is the most hurtful part, because the Sikh community, and Anand will tell you in greater detail, is a community that signifies loyalty in every spirit and word. Whether it is Guru Gobind Singh, whether it's Guru Tegh Bahadur, they have defended Hind, they have defended Akhand Bharat idea, and then to call a member of the Sikh community. Now, some people will say that no, this was an off-the-cuff remark, it was a friendly banter, it was a political jibe. Then I would like to ask, Samajwadi Party has broken relation with Congress many times and they have come in relation many times. So would it be fair to say that Samajwadi Party is traitor? They will not use it for Imran Masood, who has gone from Samajwadi Party to Congress Party. Will they say Udit Raj, who has gone from BJP to Congress Party, is a traitor? So it has been chosen only for a person who wears the turban, point one. And this is not a Sahyog, it is a Socha Samjha Prayog, because Rahul Gandhi hates Sikh community. And I have been in Congress, I can tell you firsthand. They used to celebrate the statement of Rajiv Gandhi that the big tree has fallen and Sikhs have been massacred. They defended Sajjan Kumar for 34 years. Recently, they invited Jagdish Titler to the International Indira Peace Award. Jagdish Titler was invited, first row, who's been charged for the riots in Delhi, for the massacre in Delhi. Then they kept him in the Delhi committee of the elections of MCD. So there's a pattern of hatred towards Sikhs that is exhibited. And this statement was directed not just at Ravneet Bittu, whose family lost people for the safety of this country, security of this country. It is directed at the Sikh identity. And therefore, anybody on this panel should not start by defending it. I want to ask Ghanshyam, is Ravneet Bittu a traitor? चलो उसने पार्टी छोड़ी, घनश्याम ने भी छोड़ी, मैंने भी छोड़ी. Ghanshyam is traitor to JDU? Is he traitor to India? This is the mindset that you think that you are the country. And traitor is when you say Indian state के खिलाफ लड़ाई. Traitor is when you say that Aksai Chin de diya, bhul jao Aksai Chin. Traitor is when you give away Kacha Thivu Island, which belongs to the Tamil Nadu fishermen. This is being traitor.
Okay. So, from the exchange that I have seen on screen, unseemly it might be, but I think it was directed personally at Mr. Bittu. I don't think anywhere there was an insinuation that you're making. And Dr. Ranganathan, I don't know, you know the language better than perhaps I do, but I don't see where we are taking this by suggesting that someone who's walked out of a party, yes, you can call him a traitor, you know, in anything goes these days, but should we assume that this was meant for the entire Sikh community? Wouldn't that be a stretch? I know that some channels are putting out this line, but I stick to facts here. This is the hard facts. And I've heard a lot of people suddenly extrapolating and saying the whole Sikh community has been there. Sikhs on this other side also. They would have been the first to perhaps take umbrage. So are we overreading, overanalyzing? Yes, it's a charged situation. But are we adding too many layers here?
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. And at the outset, just like you, I would like to wish the mother, wonderful mother, ma'am, of both my dear brothers, Shehzad and Tehseen, a very quick recovery. Three broader issues out here, but first to answer you immediately. When you say, are we looking too much into this when you, or Shehzad, brings in the entire Sikh community? Well, Shehzad is showing them the mirror. Because if you remember, any Muslim MP or Muslim leader, any abuse or epithet or jibe or taunt is thrown at him is immediately construed as an insult to the entire community. Not just that, it is consecrated in law, because any abuse or any assault against a member of a Dalit community, even though that assault did not happen because that member was a Dalit, is construed as a crime against Dalit. So Shehzad is showing them the mirror. These are the same people who immediately bring out the label of that particular person, which community he belongs to, as and when they deem fit. So, I mean, that aside, I just want to admire the amazing ecosystem the Congress and the left have built. It's been hardly a few hours, till the time when Rahul Gandhi insulted, this gentleman out here. And look at what the Wikipedia says. It says Ravneet Singh Bittu, and what does it say? Is an Indian politician from Punjab, famously known as traitor friend. This is now how Bittu is going to be known as. Bittu is not going to be known as a 3-time MP. Bittu is not going to be known as belonging to a family that is directly responsible for saving Punjab from the talons of terrorism and from Pakistan. If Punjab is Punjab today, Rahul, and not Kashmir, or is still a part of India, we owe it to three people in a very large measure. One, to KPS Gilji, second to Ajit Doval of what he did in the operation on the Akal Takht, and the third is Mr. Bent Singh. And Bittu is the grandson of Bent Singh. To call him a traitor, just because he left Congress is not just insulting towards Bittu, but insulting towards the family as well. Doesn't Rahul Gandhi know the antecedents of Bittu, which family he belongs to? And by that same logic, should Navjot Singh Sidhu also be called a traitor because he left BJP and joined Congress? Should Mamata Banerjee be called a traitor because she left Congress and made a party of her own? Where is all this leading to? I'll tell you where all this is leading to. It is leading to the realization that Rahul Gandhi's and his utterances can no longer be whisked away by saying these are utterances of a juvenile. No. These are utterances of a deep hatred that is almost visceral in Rahul Gandhi against India and Indians.
Mr. Tiwari, choice, as I began by saying, is central to democracy. I think anyone is free to choose who they want to support. They're also free to rescind on that support, as long as it's not born out of coercion, corruption, this, that, the other. Here, if a man has decided to leave your party because he thinks that he's better served or he can do better service in another party, should he be labeled a traitor? I'm not going into whether the entire Sikh community here by extension has been called treacherous, but I'm only limiting myself to the comment that Mr. Rahul Gandhi made, which many people says reeks of a sense of entitlement. Are you running some sort of a private fief that anyone who leaves is being disloyal, and disloyal to whom in that sense? You can't be saying that I am free choice, I am pro-choice, I'm pro-freedom of expression, I'm pro-democracy, I'm pro-pluralism, and deny somebody or insult them for making a choice. Mr. Tiwari.
Good evening, Rahul, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. On 21st September 2023, any viewer can see, the BJP candidate who contested against Atishi in Delhi, then Member of Parliament Ramesh Biduri, called Danish Ali, then a BSP MP, slurs Muslim Ugrawadi, Bharwa, Katwa, Mullah Atangwadi. And BJP leaders, senior leaders like Ravi Shankar Prasad were thumping, happy as if a joke was cracked. And no one acted. In contrast, when we look at the sequence of events that happened, that led to this particular incident, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as leader of opposition, started speaking about the book or unpublished book, 4 Stars of Destiny, from Amit Shah to Rajnath Singh to Kiren Rijiju, almost the entire cabinet almost felt like an electric current, as if they did not want Parliament to learn about what is he talking about. To the extent that the speaker felt electric current, and every time he mentioned the Prime Minister, the speaker jolted. To the extent that the speaker would not allow the word China. This started a sequence of events that culminated into Mr. Nishikant Dubey, whose degrees are as illustrious as the Prime Minister's degrees, bringing these 6 different books to the Parliament: Nehru and Edwina, Reminiscences of the Nehru Age, The Red Sari, The Accidental Prime Minister, and Woforce Gate. What is the summary of BJP's attack? That if you are going to discuss the way BJP leadership with Mr. Modi, Rajnath Singh, and the rest of the leadership relinquished their responsibility on the eve that China was ready to attack us, when you discuss that, we will try to prove that Nehru was anti-national, we will try to prove that Indira Gandhi was anti-national, we will try to prove that Rajiv Gandhi was anti-national. This is the approach of Bharatiya Janata Party. And final point is about traitor or no traitor. A basic Google search will tell you that nearly 500 leaders of the so-called Congress Mukta Abhiyan that Prime Minister ran, nearly 500 leaders on greed and fear or on their own goodwill, I don't know that, what their work is unknown, have switched from Congress Party to Bharatiya Janata Party. So are they doing national service? I don't know, but the nation wants to hear.
No, that's immaterial. I mean, that's an immaterial point. I don't see how that's very extraneous to the logic of the argument. Are people not allowed to exercise their choice? It's a very simple question. Well, yes, they are.
It depends on whether you have a gun on your head when you are exercising your choice or not.
Okay, one second.
Whether you have CBI, ED behind you or not.
That is a subjective interpretation. By that logic, Rahul Gandhi should have crossed over to the BJP a long time back.
I said
Except that even they won't want him. But just a minute. I just want to ask you a simple question. Is General Narvane's book published?
I think Parliament has the...
Is it published? Yes or no?
Allow me to complete. Is Nishikant Dubey's degrees published? Prime Minister's degrees published?
We are going like for like. Please,
I'm responding to it. I'm responding to it. Please
Just
allow me.
answer simple.
You asked a
Is
question.
Mr.
Allow me my
Narvane's
way of
book,
response.
is Mr. Narvane's book published? Yes or no?
Please allow me my way to respond. The Prime Minister's degrees are published. Nishikant Dubey's degrees are published. Yet they can be questioned about that. Whether it is published
Is
or
Mr.
not
Narvane's book
published,
published, sir?
whether it is published or not published, I urge your viewers to
I'll
look
tell
at
you
the
viewers, it is not published.
45-minute video
Ghanshyam
that
ji
Sansad
is not-
ji has put up
Okay, one
between the
second.
exchange
Ghanshyam ji
between the
is
entire
not-
BJP
okay,
cabal
okay,
and the
it's
leader
okay,
of
sir.
opposition.
You can vent your spleen, but that doesn't change the facts on the ground. The facts are, viewers, that Narvane's book has not been published. General Narvane's book has not been published. The general himself has given an interview waxing eloquent about, guess whom, viewers? About the army's handling, about India's handling of the Chinese expansionist tendencies in eastern Ladakh. Number two, even in the excerpt that has been quoted, purportedly written by General Narvane, he says that I was given a complete free hand. Viewers, who doesn't want a complete free hand? Tehseen Poonawalla, would you not want a complete free hand to do what you're tasked to do? So much faith is reposed in General Narvane. Take your call. Exercise your professional judgment. Go out there and meet the challenge as you deem fit. That is a supreme vote of confidence from a professionally run government in another organization, another wing of this state, and say, you've been appointed to do a job, do it. So we can't compare an unpublished book or a memoir with something that has appeared, and because it has appeared, it is up for scrutiny, and so on and so forth. Number one. Number two, I just want to ask a simple question. Rahul Gandhi calls somebody who leaves his party a traitor. Whether he's calling him Sikh community a traitor or not, I'm not getting into. I'm just saying. You call somebody a traitor, what does that reflect? What mindset does that reflect? Just tell me this.
Good evening, Rahul. Thank you for having me on the show. The answer.
Your brother is in the BJP. You don't subscribe to the BJP's point of view. Would you call Shehzad Poonawalla a traitor?
Good evening, Rahul. Thank you for having me on the show. The answer. Thank you to you and Anand for the wishes you've sent for our mother. So thank you so much. She's hopefully she'll recover soon. Two quick points. If you see the interaction between the honorable leader of opposition and the honorable Minister of State in the union government, it is one where the honorable LOP indulges in friendly banter by actually saying, putting his hand out to shake and saying, look, you will come back to me. Now, it is where he's saying, look, you've ditched me, you will come back to me, hello, brother. In fact, it is the honorable MOS who tells him you are a traitor to the country. And while I do completely understand that the honorable MOS has lost his family members in keeping India united and Punjab safe, so has the honorable LOP. His father, his grandmother, incidentally, they were making insinuations about his late grandmother who's a martyr for the country. So this was completely lopsided. And why was this done? This was done because the honorable LOP was raising very relevant questions regarding a Chinese intrusion into India. Now, everything that you said, Rahul, the honorable Home Minister and Defense Minister could have said. On the contrary, they decided to run away and say one thing, that, oh, we will not allow something to have that is already in public domain. Courtesy PTI in December 2024, December 2025, to be said in Parliament. Then when they raised Bofors on an interview in Sweden, on a radio interview, what was in Parliament at that time? What was verified? So look, this is the problem with the BJP. They only want to divert. And again, I'm saying, I don't ascribe to what the honorable LOP did. I think it perhaps maybe slightly, you can say, looks youngish or this is not how Parliament should function. And I get those viewpoints. But he was having a friendly banter saying, brother, you will come back to me.
You didn't answer. If supposing
and
somebody leaves your side of the fence and crosses, does that person become a traitor? Does your brother become a traitor in your eyes because he joined the BJP? Simple question tonight.
No, because he had political.
Yes, because
No,
we are in a mature
you can have a
democracy where people have the right to exercise their choice, viewers.
But Rahul,
Simple
that's
as that.
where you are.
Don't grudge
Yes,
them.
but just give me
Don't
one
label
line.
them
I-
for exercising
I
a
agree.
choice. You see, the
One
same
second, just one
Wikipedia.
second.
Now, hang on. That same
One second, just
Wikipedia
one second.
goes after anyone who represents a different point of view. If you are on the center right, if you're a progressive conservative, they will label you a communalist and all sorts of crap. There are judges who are sitting on the NBSA who are passing judgments against people without knowing the facts, viewers. And the courts, against the people, they have passed judgments, etc. The courts themselves, in the matters that were discussed by those anchors, have convicted the people that the anchors called out. But these judges are sitting there earning whatever they are earning. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. But the fact of the matter is, viewers, they're dispensing kangaroo justice, labeling people, damaging reputations. This is what is happening in this country. The ecosystem.
But may I ask you a
let
question?
me just bring
Just
out
one line.
No, no,
Just give me one line. One line. I completely get what you're saying.
That's it.
But just one line, just one line. But look at the own interaction you're showing. The Honorable LOP saying, my brother, you will come back to my
There's
side.
a
you ditched
sequence
me."
there.
And
The man
and
comes
the
up
NOS
and
is saying,
jovially
"You are
says,
the
no, let's
traitor
not
of the
twist
country."
facts. The facts have been well established. I can play out the tape again. What happens is, a man comes up, Mr. Bittu, looks at this sort of rabble that is gathered on the steps of Parliament and says, have you guys just won the Kargil war? It looks like you've just won the Kargil war. You're looking so triumphant. And Rahul Gandhi turns around and says, this chap who has just made this remark, he was in my party. Today he's a Gaddar. That's when.
Who started it?
That's when.
This can't be allowed.
It was
Please,
not an
Rahul,
insult.
Rahul,
Yes,
allow me
Shahzad,
also.
go ahead. You want to respond? Please go ahead.
Yeah, look at the double standards, and I always say that tap chori may be a thing, but fact chori should not be one. Let me explain why. How this becomes friendly banter when you call somebody from the Sikh community traitor. But when Danish Ali made certain very derogatory comments about Modi ji, then in response, Mr. Ramesh Birudi said something to him personally. I don't subscribe to it. Rajnath Singh, by the way, got up right then and there and condemned it. But kya karna hai?
We all
Tap
tweeted
chori
against
hai.
it, called for action. Yeah.
But you see, tap chori is purana. Fact chori is the new thing nowadays. है ना? तो fact चोरी करके नहीं बताना है, अपने आप को intellectual बताना है. That becomes the assault on the Muslim community. But this is not assault on Sikh community. Look at the double standards. Point number one. Point number two, Tehseen Poonawalla thinks he's too clever by half. Those people were not sitting there on some Chinese issue. They were sitting there because they were rightly suspended for throwing the papers after tearing them on a Dalit, on a SC Samaj se aaya hua chairperson at that point of time. They were sitting there because they called Speaker Yar. You cannot call Speaker Yar. You cannot call people who leave your party as traitor. If that is the case, then you should call Mr. Imran Masood traitor ko le liya humne party mein. Thirdly, they were there because they were dancing on the table and they were trying to denigrate parliamentary procedure, which they have been doing over and over again. Now coming to the point of the Chinese issue. Let's be very clear. Is Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I don't call him tap chore, I call him fact chore, doing fact chori of the fact that there are not one, not two, but three statements of same General Narwane, not inch of land has been lost, that we have given befitting responses, a video bite, not even somewhere.
I can play it out.
Not public. Yeah,
I
you
can
play it out. So this is not in the realm of caravan of lies and propaganda. It is not in the realm of caravan of unpublished propaganda. It is in the realm of reality that while serving and otherwise, he and both YK Joshi, who was the Northern Army commander, both have come and said that we have given the most befitting response. But Ghanshyam Tiwari, because he is not traitor to the cause, but he is he is to support the Congress's cause. So he comes and he defends that party.
Okay,
which
Mr.
gave away
Tiwari,
Citing,
quick one.
That party which gave away Kacha Tivu, that party which gave away United Nations Security Council seat to China, that party that fed PLA rice when they were taking over.
Quick
Tibet.
response, Mr. Tiwari, and then I'll move on. Yeah.
Well, I just, because he used a slur against me.
No, you used a slur against Modi ji.
Please allow me to complete. I did not interrupt you. I did not interrupt you.
If you refer to personalized comments,
I did not
will
interrupt
give
you.
it back to you.
I did not interrupt you.
No, you did not.
Please allow me.
Okay, gentlemen, let him finish. Let him finish. If Mr.
But Rahul,
Mr. Poonawalla, you can respond. Let him finish. Just let him finish. Otherwise, you'll be stuck here the whole evening listening to inanities. Yes, Ghanshyam Tiwari, go ahead.
So I did a basic Google search as he was speaking. That what are the summarize the articles against RSS, BJP, and Modi that Shehzad has written until 2017. Every viewer can read that and then can decide that how do you define a traitor, how do you define a turncoat, and how do you define a facture. Now let us come to the specifics of the content. The issue
Howard
that you
should
have raised.
reconsider giving you a degree.
I did
Howard
not
should
interrupt you.
reconsider the degree
I did
they've
not
given.
interrupt
Okay,
you. Whether-
hang
whether
on.
Mr.
Where is this going? Ghanshyam Tiwari, you want to also then make a jibe?
Are you an advocate for
Are we in
Shehzad
a,
now?
no, are we in a conformity or are we in a democracy? Are people not allowed to change their view? Should they be brought up as they pop out of a crib? They should subscribe. No, I am Congress and I am RSS and I am BJP and I am so-and-so and I'll never change. I mean, come on, what has happened to you, guys? You are supposed to be all from great institutions. Some of them are from Harvard. Some of them are, I mean, Shehzad Poonawalla is educated, everything. Everyone is all educated here. We can all come to a moment, you know, it's called the Jesus, coming to Jesus moment. People have a eureka. They wake up, they say, oh my God, we was, you know, sorry, hooked to the wrong thought. So let's not make that no, that's not, don't be sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic with you. I'm just pointing out that we don't live in a conformity, we live in a democracy. I need to move on because this is not going anywhere. I thought you were rebutting him, but you're now, now you're attacking him, you're attacking me. I just want to move on, please. I'm done with this debate. It's actually going down the tube.